Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Well, what do you say? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Wherever you are in the world, Jason here, Signature Sports, and a pleasure it is to have you here for some iRacing action this afternoon. It has been windy over the last couple of days, and what more appropriate way to do a windy race than to be at the Windy City Chicagoland on tap for the drivers here today in the Chop Shop Xfinity Series, or the VIP Tires and Service Xfinity Series, powered by Chop Shop iRacing Leagues. ChopShopIRacing.com giving you your action today. 150 laps with 100% fuel. The track name is undefined? Question mark. Chicagoland Speedway. The big 1.53 mile track, 197 miles an hour for pretty much that's pretty much what you see. We'll see 200 miles an hour out of these cars. The turn in and the turn. I'm sorry, the turn in for both corners is going to be the most impactful here. You see turn one has a little bit sharper of an angle on the track map there, as turn 3 and 4 kind of a little bit wider on the exit, but it's going to be fun. Stage is going to be at 40, 80, and 150. They do not stop for the stages, so that will be continuous motion. The Truck Series is the only series in the Chop Shop iRacing Leagues that stop for the cautions, so it'll be interesting to see what these drivers do as far as strategy goes. It's going to be a ton of fun. Sherry became a supporter out there again. Thank you for the renewal. I appreciate you for the 2 months out there, Sherry. I appreciate that very much on the old Facebook platform. Supporting goes a long way, helps pay the bills over here. 112 degrees on the track temperature, 85 degrees on the air temperature, 45% on the humidity, clear skies, big blustery 18-mile-an-hour wind. That is similar to what we're seeing outside here in Missouri. The starting grid for today's race is we've got a good little field in here today. Andrew Payne's going to be your pole sitter with Stryker to his outside. Cam Dario, John Hamilton will make up row 2. Sam Benson and Caleb Modzelewski is going to be there in row number 3. Hayden Malcolm, Brad Dove in row 4. Richard Culver's going to have Grijalva to his outside, row 5. Nathan Biggert, Robert Dudley, row 6. Row 7, it's going to be Matt Magner, Mark Retkin, Chris Roberge, who got a win last night in the Cup Series. Looks to try to back-to-back here today. We'll see what kind of strategy he pulls out with David Asuna to his outside. Joe Nelson, Robert Church will make up the final drivers in the field as they get ready to go here at Chicagoland. Points are going to be huge today as Stryker leads in the points to your right side. You see it there. Stryker with 3 wins, 521 points. 11 playoff points. But Andrew Payne, if he can get another win here today, will reassume that lead. 7 wins for the driver, off by 1 point for the regular season points standings. Matt Magner with a win as well. Only 3 drivers with wins in this series, but a close points battle going from 4th on back. Cam Dario right there, 7 points off the point standings from 4th on back. The cutoff line where David Asuna is 5 points separate he and Chris Roberge. So that will be something these drivers have to look at when it comes to the race line and the race pace. I've got to join the broadcast booth in their Discord because I forgot to do that. But yeah, the driver's ready to go. Chop Shop Racing gives you some of the world's greatest iRacing leagues. Go to chopshopiracing.com. Amar's going to be your race controller today. Track Racer, giving you all the track stats and statistics. And, of course, Admin Boxx giving you the race control call to action for all of the race. White flags are brought to you by Dove Farms LLC. And links in the description for all of these fine folks. Cautions brought to you by Dark Horizon Fishing. Book your guided fishing trips today. And then broadcast partners for Signature Esports, NordVPN. Of course, we love our partnership with them. HelloFresh and the Factor 75 family. Love what they do. Rogue Energy, of course, still a part of the Signature Esports family over here. That's where I get all my energy from. It's one of the best powders you can buy on the market. It is totally vegan and very much. It has all the flavor without all of that sugary mess, and I love that stuff. So go get yourself some strawberry kiwi road. Green flag, 150 laps as they get ready for a great race here at Chicagoland. 88.93. There's the 8 of Cam Dario to the bottom side. Andrew Payne back into the mix after taking a little bit of a break. He's good, solid guy out there. Love to see him get out and race and try to go back-to-back championships for the series. We'll see what happens here as Cam Dario takes over second. Bottom line here on this racetrack, eats the tires. We'll see how these drivers fare and hold on to the racing surface as Andrew Payne is out front. 52.01 of the I rating for the driver. Cam Dario to the inside. We'll see the driver Cam as they roll to the bottom. Chris, give us a like. Thank you, sir. Donnie, give us a like as well. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Hopefully you're having a great day. Mr. Dudley giving us a like out there as well. Robert Dudley, part of the fam over here, right on board with him just a little bit. He's here to the inside of the 13 of Jerry Culver. Matt Magner to the bottom side as well. 99 had to start from pits from an incident he had. 49 to the bottom side. He's going to give up some room. He had a great race last night at Dover, so we'll see what happens here as Roberge, who got the win. Dudley finished 4th in last night's race. Got past for 3rd on the final turn of the final lap there, so we'll see if he's going to be able to make this work for himself. John Hammond, fastest lap of the race so far, 32.08, as he continues to work the Levi Gear Chevy Silverado here in the 75. Iconic drivers here today in the series. Decent field today. Let's go. Much? Yes, absolutely. Van Ness, give it a like. Rob, how are you doing, sir? Good to see you out there. And that's part of the thing, too. I know that these drivers, they wanted to switch they're talking about switching the day or switching the time up for their next season, and that's because Saturday is it's kind of a hard race, or kind of a hard time to race. But I tell you what, the fact that these drivers get out here and they still stick with it, is absolutely fantastic. About halfway through the season for the series, if you want to be a part of this B-Class Saturday afternoon season, I encourage you to get over to chopshopiracing.com. Go find them, tell them hello, say we sent you, and we'll get you hooked up and see what they can do. There is the 49, 31.95. Just ran the fastest lap of the race. Some of the drivers picking up the race pace and working on it. Stryker taking over the lead, runs 3/4 of a second to the good as Andrew Payne backs up the corner here. And we'll see what he does as he continues to move forward. Richard, giving us a like out there. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate you. Aiel, is that how you say that? Cam back to 5th, running the high side. 53 Modzelewski there to the inside. The drivers to clear. 83 side by side with the 8. The 01 to the bottom side. There's Nathan Biggert was trying to have a great race yesterday, but got caught in the crossfires of how the pit strategy works at Dover. So that was just great. Hope everyone has a great day. Hope so as well. 3 wide on the corner. On the front straightaway here as they get across the start-finish line to complete lap 6. Lap 7 underway as Nathan Biggert goes side by side with Caleb Moczaleski. Maj to the outside, very much a line you can depend on and you can run here as Stryker continues to push the boundaries here. Andrew Payne, John Hammond, second and third, 1.5 second lead for the drivers as Andrew Payne has something figured out here. Maybe trying to dial back the lap times for a little bit just to see how the long run race pace is going to work for him. A little later on this evening, folks, since we don't have a dirt racing stream tonight, you can catch us live on Twitch. We're going to be doing some Phasmophobia with the old fam, the old Sega Warrior Nation fam. That'll be a ton of fun. Hammond to the inside of Payne here. John Hammond goes to the bottom side. Andrew Payne works the high side here. Andrew Payne, somebody that can win at anything you put him in, so we'll see what he does over the course of the race pace. He did have the fastest qualifying lap out there, but this is going to be about that. This is going to be about that long run race pace. This track can run very, very green, and definitely have its day in the sun, so to speak. Grijalva 16-7 back as 99 goes to work trying to. He started from the pits. I think it was because he had to serve a penalty for the race. So might as well start yourself from the pits. Those kind of things. We'll see what happens as the race line progresses. Last lap 32.31. Andrew Payne 32.68, and Cam Dario in that 5 spot right behind in the 8 off 2. So we'll see how these drivers fare out. Yes, the A is silent. Hey, as long as I'm close. I like it. Like your last name. My last name is Followwell. F as in Frank, Ollowell. Followwell. So I like to try to either make sure I get their names, get names right, or have a have a good stab at it. You know what I mean? Mark Retkin in the 76. It's going to be there in 11th. He's up 3. It's Hayden Malcolm, the 83. It's a little right front damage to the car. These cars seemingly taking damage the way it was in that H93 Esports on the back of that car, does look like. Wonder if he's streaming. Love to see it. Thank you very much. 88's 2-second lead to John Hammond. Hammond in that 2 spot. A lot of work for the drivers as they continue to work forward. Andrew Payne a second off of John Hammond here in 3rd. Cam Dario still trying to pull in some of that race pace. Nathan Biggert up 6. Robert Dudley's going to be up 6 as well. He dropped back a little bit. He's going to work the outside. 22 of Sam Benson to the inside. Sammy on his qualifying lap who launched the Fitzgerald Ford Mustang, get himself into a little predicament on the qualifying. So maybe that second lap wasn't the greatest there. But there goes Matt Magner, teammate to the 93 to the bottom side here. Chance for the race line. Usama, thank you very much for the like. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody being out there. Thank you so much. Liking the stream, following us goes a long way as well. Appreciate you doing so. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Kick as well. We are on all 4 platforms live for our iRacing broadcasts. Personal gaming stream is going to be, Jerry Culver having an issue. He is on the grass here. See if the 13 can rebound here. He's going to come up the race, get back on the race line, avoids pit road, which is a great thing. So Grijalva will go around Jerry Culver. This is a track that becomes very slick over time, unless you can save some of the tire, and that's what we're seeing Andrew Payne do. He rolls into that 3 spot, 2.5 second difference here. 15 to 150, a mile and a half circuit for these drivers with 100% fuel. That means they should be able to get themselves into pit road around 45 to 48. That's normally what we see. Maybe a 50. Maybe they split this thing into thirds. Do a 50 lap run, come to pit road, another 50 lap run, come to pit road. Those kinds of things without stage breaks. That's kind of the way things have progressed. 2-second lead from Stryker to Hammond behind, and now Andrew Payne going to work. $93.75. Nathan Biggert here in the 0-1. Finds himself in fourth up 7. Chris Roberts is going to be up 7 as well. They've deemed the biggest mover of the race award to this driver right here. He earned it last night as well. It's going to be right behind Matt Magner. This track runs the second lane very well. You can run the bottom side, but Chicagoland has a tendency to run that second lane. A big proponent to where the race line runs. You get the tires down to the bottom side of the race line. If you can run that, you'll be able to kind of keep that same race pace. We'll see John Hammond here behind the 93 as he goes to rocket towards the bottom. Just to get back in the gas a little later. Speeds for the drivers after about 15 laps. Still fast. Ooh, little wall tap for the 75. Hammond had to get out of the gas there a little bit. That was from corner entry. So something different about this back straightaway is exactly what you see. That thing is not shaped like a straightaway. It is curved on the back straightaway. Here's a look at what Andrew Payne's going to be trying to do. Trying to track down 2 seconds to Michael Strickland here. Let him kind of go a little bit. Maybe try to run off the tires. 33.06 for Stryker on the last lap. 32.93 for Andrew Payne. Grijalva, same kind of lap time here as he tries to track down the 83. Grijalva will be there to the bottom side. Works the inside lane. A good chance to save some tires. 83 free on that third lane. He's got to stay out of the wall. Straightaway look for the 99 as he has caught the 83. His big proponent here, though, is he's going to have to play catch-up to the biggest portion of the field as Stryker is to back his corner up 10th off the pace. Last 5 lap times between the top 2. Stryker and Andrew Payne, quarter second better for on lap 15. 16 was better for Stryker. 0.2 of a second on lap 17. Goes to Payne, and about a 10th on average for the last couple of laps. We'll see what happens here. Aiden Malcolm having an issue coming off track. Caution comes out for the first time as Strickland had the lead by a little bit, maybe trying to maintain some tires here. Hayden Malcolm having an issue, and we're in a caution for the first time. Well, here is the 83. A little far chase view for you here for the 83. 99 goes to the inside to clear. It's going to be on the bottom. 83 has a great entrance to pit road here. I think he just gets a little bit free in the B car. He does. A little bit free. Has back out of it. Gets himself on the group. Backed out of it again. Just trying to salvage the tire. And then goes around. Trying to keep the car straight. It's hard to do on the grass. And then that is that's what brought out the caution there. He's trying to get rolling. Yeah, there it is. Carver, now those tires are super hot. Strickland, Payne, Hammond, Biggert. That'll be your top 2 rows here. Tires going to cool down for a moment. Robert Dudley comes to pit road. Brad Dove in as well. DeSuna, Grijalva, Culver, and Hayden Malcolm all coming to pit road. Sam Benson out of the race. He was one of the drivers a lap down. Sammy looked like he maybe had to leave the race a little bit early. And he was only 3 laps down. He was having a good day. Let's see where Sam Benson had to leave the race there. This is lap 18. Sam up. Into the corner. Down into the corner. A good rocket machine going forward. This is a good battle going on here. 49 back to the inside. This was on lap 18. Caution comes out on lap 19. 22. Ooh, Arca into the wall. Kind of trying to see if he had any issues there. And didn't look like he did. Maj was having a little blink there. Kind of looking to see what Sammy had going on here. Looking. I mean, he got a little bit of yeah, he was just out of the race. Just disappeared. Just disappeared. Caution brought to you by our good friends over at Dark Horizon Fishing. Make sure you go check him out. Give him some love for me. Facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing. All the sponsors of the series, including VIP Tire and Service, doing some great things out there. Being a part of the stream, being a part of what we do here. West Lebanon is the store that I encourage you to check out if you're in the New Hampshire area. Store 62. They do have 67 locations across the Northeast. And one of the best in the proponents. And there's a look at your point standings for today. Going into today's race. And no doubt Stryker trying to get his fourth win of the series. Andrew Payne trying to double up. And take back over the points lead as they continue to work. VIP Tire and Service.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, or how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Admin box restart here for Chop Shop Iracing Series. We're going to go back at it here. VIP Tire and Service Xfinity Series powered by Chop Shop iRacing Leagues. Again, chopshopiracing.com. Admin Box with 2x's.com. They gave us a big old like on our event on Facebook. Thank you to Admin Box for being a part of the Chop Shop Racing Series. Strickland, Payne, Hammond, Biggert. That's going to be your front two rows here. 88 gets a little free on the restart, so does the 75. 93 is going to be back in check. I would love to have seen how Stryker approached the race line with the 93 rolling the corner. Second lane for the 88. He's going to drift high on the corner exit here. Tires are cold, so they're going to have to kind of get those back up. But Andrew Payne in tow was saving there early on to try to get himself into a good situation, a good predicament, maybe an opportunity here for a long run race pace. Robert Dudley in the 49 came in, took a little bit of damage, got it replaced. There's the Dub Farms LLC 25 to the inside. Good look for that driver. He's got his Xfinity car rolling to the corner. Asuna behind to the 43. Little DraftKings special Toyota 44, Joe Nelson back there as well. There's Joseph Grijalva. He came in, took a little bit of damage, got a little bit of damage repaired himself. It does look like Hayden Malcolm went ahead and took tires and fuel, got himself working into the right, into that right angle. He's going to be lapped down. First driver, one lap down in 16th as they continue to work. 13 of Jerry Culver working. Andrew Payne to the inside of Stryker. Battle for the lead looks as such. 88 up near the wall. Does look like the 88 is going to be able to try to battle back here. 93 to depend on the race line. Drop into the corner. Ooh, 93 free right there a little bit. Kind of side skirts himself around on that third lane. He's going to pull the draft of the 88. This is a track you can utilize that bottom of the apron there, but I would only utilize that if you had the right race line. 93 trying to Larson the corner. He's going to have a big run off the corner here. Draft package here for this race line or this racetrack is very much dependent on the arrow push that you're going to get. 93 gets a little bit into that corner to the bottom side. You're going to see the 88 and the 93 side by side. Corner exit, 88 in the wall. And Stryker try to hold on. His damage isn't that bad. It's a little bit of a wall tap there. So we'll see the 93 go to work as Stryker falls prey to your pole sitter. But Nathan Biggert's going to be in third here. Matt Magner in fourth. Drivers who are going to be on a different kind of race strategy. There's that 43 to the bottom side, the 8 on the high side. 98 is going to drop into the corner. DeSuna has an opportunity to try to drop in here, maybe carry some speed and some race pace. 75, John Hammond back to the outside. Roberts to the inside. Wall tap for the 75. 43 slides in front of the 76. Almost gets clipped there. 76 rolls the bottom side, rolls the high side. Has Cam Dario there as well. Roberts in tow of the 75 as the drivers continue to work forward. DeSuna there to the bottom side, try to roll some race line. Little tire below the bottom of the race line there. Very close opportunity. You gotta watch the pace that you're carrying on that bottom side. You get the tires below the apron, it's going to shove you up the racetrack. Right now, he's going to work. He's in fifth up 11. Matt Magner, another driver there, having a decent run at this racetrack. DeSuda's going to be there in the 43. First driver you're going to be tracking down tires with. There's Grijalva, the 99. Took a little extra on his race line as well. There is Robert Dudley. Don't know that they took tires. I think they came in and I don't know that Grijalva needed to take tires. I think they just got a little bit of damage repaired. Seemingly what has happened there. Culver took fuel, trying to top the car off, making sure that he is good to go. Little tire damage for him, but nothing too big. Andrew Payne extends 1.3 seconds over Michael Strickland here. The 01 of Nathan Biggert to the inside. Biggert looking for a win here in the Xfinity Series himself, trying to get himself locked into that points contention when it comes to being secured for the playoffs. 1.5 seconds. The difference is the 01 goes to work. Stryker in third. Devin Asuna gets himself to fourth. And race pace coming at it here. Another playoff point would be good for Andrew Payne. So he leads here 34 of 150. Devin Asuna's lap time's about a half second faster than the field, about a full second than the drivers in front of him. He's going to be running the bottom side here. We'll see what kind of lap times he's going to be able to maintain over the course of the race pace. They do have 4 sets of tires, but really only need about 2 green flag pit stops. So maybe taking a gamble here, as the 43 will be there to the inside of the 01. 43 gets into the corner here. Got a 1.7 second difference between he and Andrew Payne. 0.3 of a second lap difference. Devin Asuna runs the bottom side of this racetrack. Not necessarily something that you want to be doing, especially with a little bit newer tire than the field. You definitely want to be running more of a natural line, as you can have a tendency to do exactly that, wear your tires out. Nathan Biggert gets into the wall back there as the 01 goes back to fourth here. Matt Magner in tow. He's going to be there, 33-34. Nathan Biggert getting into the wall. That's part of Chicagoland. You can get tight and push up the race line. Right now, the 43 has run the bottom of the race line for so long that might have freed up the car a little bit. So we'll see if he can cool the tires down and go to work. As he comes around 3 and 4, trying to close down the distance to Andrew Payne. He does have the better tires, but he's got to salvage and save them now as they continue to work. 0.2 of a second difference here as Andrew Payne runs high down to the bottom. Stryker pulls back to third, 33.47. His lap time's about 2 or 3/10 of a second of the 93. Matt Magner, teammate to the 93, finds himself in fourth. They had to work from the back to the front, try to do that as well. It's going to be up a few. 14 spots gained by Devin Asuna. Robert's back here. He is that driver we continue to monitor when it comes to his positive gains on the laps, and he is one of those drivers doing just that. The 01 of Nathan Biggert. Again, with that right front damage, you'll be looking hard pressed. When you get yourself into the wall, that kind of makes for that hard charge. You kind of gotta save that car. I mean, it's pretty much what we're seeing. Is we're seeing a lot of the drivers just kind of bide some time. That right front for the 88 there. Thinking another caution, it would be a chance for him to get that repaired. It's not that bad, but it's bad enough that if that tire, if anything was rubbing on that tire, then that tire is going to be, he's going to be feeling that. So the sooner going to work here, try to get himself caught back up to Andrew Payne. His lap time's about 3 4/10 of a second faster than the 93. As 39 of 150 comes around, the sooner can steal a stage away from the 93. We'll see how it works. Payne doing a phenomenal job of keeping himself clean. As there's a long look down pit road, especially when the drivers come in and complete their green flag pit stops. Front straightaway, very much banked, 18-degree banking across that. You see some of the drivers hitting the flat on the bottom side. Not necessarily the best idea, but sometimes can be that. 43 to the bottom side, 93 up the race line, very close to the race wall. All the back straightaway, the curved back straightaway here at Chicagoland. Considered a D-shaped oval here for the drivers. 93 putting some dirty air on the 43. We'll see if they're going to be able to hold on to it here. 43, 2/10 of a second difference as the 93 crosses over to the bottom side. 43 needs to just run that regular race line if he wants to get himself around. But I tell you what, Andrew Payne, no stranger to try to defend a race lead as these drivers go to work. Battle for the lead heats up. His new tires versus old tires. And a 4.5 second lead over the rest of the field. Asuna can close in. Try to get himself into that mix. 93 put the dirty air on the 43. '93 to that second lane. There's something about that second lane that you got to remember too, or that's not just the second lane, but the bottom of the racetrack, that flat portion of the front straightaway. There's a lot of debris that gets down there, even on iRacing. The marbles kind of show its true testament, its true colors, and get you very free on the bottom side, especially on corner exit, as Asuna tries to keep the car in tow. Has the 93 up the race line. Asuna has again, I talk about the better tires. He's running very much a straight line across the straightaway. Or the front straightaway. He sees what the 93 is doing. He's got to run on the 93. Just got to keep that car from stepping out on him. 93, high line approach down to the bottom. 43 towards the bottom. 18 100ths of a second. Under 2/10 of a second now for the 43. 43 has the 93 crossing over. 43 in tow. Magner goes to third here. He's working around Stryker. Stryker still deals with the right side. 27 having a clean race himself. Roberts is going to be in fifth here. 6.4 back as Asuna look to try to get himself into the mix. A stage win here for Andrew Payne is big, but Devin going to have to try to go to work here and try to find where that race pace levels out. As the 93 utilizes more of the racetrack. The difference in experience in race line goes to show with the 93. See how he gets into each corner here. He uses more of the racetrack and tries to keep the car straight. Oh, tight off the corner there. Asuna gets a little free on the inside line. And that's from pushing the car down into the corner and not utilizing that race line. If the 43 with his tire advantage could get himself in a 22-lap tire advantage, if he can get himself to the point of utilizing more of the race line, be just fine with tracking down to the 93. But so you see the 93 doing well here is exactly that. Brad Dove having an issue. He's going to go off of the racing surface here, and going to keep it straight. We'll see if everything's good. Still green flag racing. Here's a look here at what happened. It's like he just got free, locked him up, got to the grass. The tire's going to be very cold. Payne, DeSuna, Payne, tight. Night there next to the wall. Very good run for him. And right now, if I'm the 43, I'm looking at what Andrew Payne is doing, and I'm trying to mimic him. As Andrew Payne putting on the clinic he likes to do. 7-second difference between the top two. And Matt Magner back here, who has been trying to work around that lap traffic. Robert's going to work as well. 33.64 his last lap. Andrew Payne, 33.46. Devin Asuda, 33.53. Magner, 33.60. As they continue to go. 48 of 150, 7/10 of a second difference here. Cam Dario moving back forward. He's got John Hammond in his sights. Maj Zaleski getting around Retkin back here, the 53, working 2 and 3 wide. John Hammond going back to work to the outside. Little right side damage again for the 75 as Cam looks to try to make that 7 spot work. 2 laps to go into the stage. Again, they do not stop for the stages. 75 back to the outside, 8 there to the inside. 75 rolling it right next to the wall. 8 to the bottom side. Hammond not giving up that easy as Payne pulls almost a second over Davin Asuna here. It goes to show that sometimes you got to drive around some lap traffic, but Davin Asuna is going to have a 22 lap difference here. So is Grijalva when it comes to tires and wear. When they come to pit road, it's going to be very, very interesting, and that's going to be the race line you're going to have to work on. Devin Asuna comes down into that 4 spot. Stage is going to end right about here, and Andrew Payne will take the stage here as Devin Asuna, Matt Magner, Roberts, Michael Strickland, your top 5. Biggert, Hammond, Cam Dario, Grijalva, Nelson will be your top 10. As these drivers continue to go to work. Two seconds. Now the advantage to Andrew Payne. And Devin doesn't have to push that hard. That's part of the thing here is that he's got a little bit newer tire. He's got more fuel in the car. He doesn't have to push as hard. He can roll. Grijalva has Joe Nelson behind him. Grijalva has that right side locked up on the high side. Gonna rocket all the way to the bottom of the race line and roll forward. Grijalva 13.7 seconds rolling the high side. This is a racetrack you can't run the high side on. And John Hammond in his sights continue to roll forward. Cam Dario did go ahead and clear the 75. He's going to roll the high side himself up near the high line. Joe Nelson and Grijalva having a good little battle going on here between the two drivers. We'll see what happens over the course of the race line. 75 on the bottom side, 99 there as well. 99 way up near the race line. 44 runs the third lane. 44 with the head of steam. On the outside, they continue to go. Hammond dropping back to off 6. DeSuna is holding that race pace. Now 7/10 of a lap difference here is a 33.52 for Andrew Payne. But Magner is playing catch up here. Fastest driver on the racetrack. Cam Dario on the tire cycle that we have right now. As Nathan Biggert to his Ford Progress, 54 of 150. Drivers will be coming to pit road any lap now to complete their green flag pit stops, and we'll see what Devin Asuna is going to be able to do here especially when it comes to do you stay out? I mean, his lap times have kind of dropped off the race pace at the moment. Hammond Culver coming up pit road. Do you stay out or do you come in? You lead a couple of laps and then come in, or do you stay out? Because Andrew Payne, when he gets new tires here, going to try to get himself around. FUEGO Paint's part of the platform over here for the Chop Shop iRacing series. I got a link in the description to go to his trading paints. You can also get a hold of him on Discord. If you haven't done so as well, make sure that you check out Amar. He is your race controller. Amar RC, Amar.Paintworks on Facebook. All of the Chop Shop iRacing series sponsorships available by going to chopshopiracing.com. You can help out that series by doing just that. Payne 33.56 on the last lap. Not the fastest driver out there. Actually, his teammate is. But his teammate is 8 seconds off the pace right now and has Roberts trying to track him down. Chris Roberts needs some points. That's what he's going to be working on throughout this series. 58 to 150. They can take the laps to 170, if they can take it to 60, then 120. A 30-lap sprint at the end. A couple extra laps here because of the caution that came out. Ethan Biggert, Cam Dario going back and forth. Looks like Cam comes to pit road. But if you can short pit yourself, get some extra time here. It depends on what Andrew Payne's going to be doing. You see some of these drivers that have that speed roll the corner. 43 looks clean though. Andrew Payne coming up pit road. I think Devin Asuna is going to take over the lead here. To do so and be able to do so for quite a while. Matt Magner coming up pit road. Roberts going to take over second here, at least for this lap. Joe Nelson staying out as well. Does look like Stryker, Biggert, all these drivers coming to pit road. A chance to close in some of that time. As Cam Dario was closing in himself, he's going to find himself coming to pit road, or maybe leaving pit road here in a moment. I don't know. He's actually, it looks like he's got some damage or a penalty, one of the two. Andrew Payne leaving. Devin Asuna puts him all a lap down. Trying to put him a lap down. Is going to be able to do so here. Andrew Payne coming off pit road. We'll find the 43 there. This is a chance here. Roberts, Nelson coming to pit road as well. Mark Redkin's going to stay out. He's going to take over second. Devin Asuna is going to be your race leader. Redkin taking it over. There's Robert Dudley in third as the drivers continue to work. Going to find Andrew Payne not far off of the driver. He's going to be able to close in some of those laps. And if a caution were to come out right now, Hayden Malcolm having an issue right now. Stryker passing a couple of drivers. Hayden Malcolm back on the track. Looks like he is having an issue on the bottom side. He has got some heavy right side damage. 62 of 150 for the 83. Joe Nelson leaving pit lane. I was going to say, if a caution were to come out right now, you got about half the field a lap down. Redkin coming to pit road. Actually, you got all the way to fourth. So Andrew Payne out running, trying to run. Redkin to pit road. 93 on the bottom side. There's Hayden Malcolm right here. He's collected his car. No shot there for him. Right now the 93 goes to work. Asuna will have the 93 to the inside. Robert Dudley having an issue. Robert Dudley having to stop heavily here. He comes to pit road, so an opportunity for the 49 to keep himself on a little bit better cycle here. Andrew Payne's in second, right in front of Devin Asuna. Devin might think about pit road sometime soon. We'll see what he does. 64 of 150. A 33-second lead can change at any moment. But he does have 22 seconds to the good. We'll see what happens here over the course of this one. Now Andrew Payne got to march forward. And Andrew Payne running 32.6s. Those are some solid laps. 32.3 for Matt Magner, who's able to close in about 4 seconds on his race time to these other drivers. Brad Dove to the outside. Dove came out on 22 as well. He finds himself in fourth. But he's quickly going down some time here. There is Roberge. Devin Asuna, your race leader, 30.3 second difference here as he runs lap 66. Here at Chicagoland. Track Racer. Redefine Gaming at trackracer.com with the link in the description to help Chop Shop Racing Series make a little extra track racer. Some of the best setups out there, some of the best sim rigs that that money can buy. So go out and check them out. Trackracer.com. Andrew Payne, Matt Magner. Andrew Payne's running a consistent lap, and that's something about this racetrack that you can be fast, but his consistency is curious. Here's your last 5 lap times. Again, 32.365, 32.834, 32.668, just managing a fast lap on 64. And then on 65, a 32.646, then runs a 32.2. That's his a 32.24. That's his fastest lap of the race. It's white showing up green there for you. Magner a little bit slower on his last lap, 32.6 for him. That's one of the ideology of all of this. Half second separates Roberge and Magner. The 49 is going to be a lap down to these drivers, so he's going to be scored 2 laps down. When he came to pit road, he served that 15 second pit stop, which means he's got tires and fuel. Folks, what are you playing out there today? What are you guys doing out there in the gaming world? Let me know. I want to hear what you have going on out there. That's for darn sure. 69 to 150. Let some drivers go around. He's going to stay to the high side. The Bears goes around, gets his lap back. He's playing catch up. 43 committed to pit road. He's coming in this time by. Not a bad idea. Let's see if we can lock it down to 50 miles an hour. That is your pit road speed is 50 miles an hour. Andrew Payne will come around, no doubt take over very quickly here. He's not going to be able to put Devin Asuna a lap down, but he will be able to put some time on him. And there's Jerry Culver to the outside of the 93. I asked yesterday if Andrew Payne was going to come back out and run today because, of course, Chicagoland's a great track to get out and run, but he's kind of one of those mile-and-a-half specialists, tacticians, and he's just good at what he does. Plus, I wanted to root for him. It's Chicagoland. It's a good racetrack. Matt Magner, Chris Roberge, second and third. 10.4 second difference here between Payne and the top 3 as Dudley's a lap down. And we will see what happens as Devin Asuna comes off pit road here. The 76 goes around. It's Mark Redkin. He's going to come out in 10th. 44 of Joe Nelson back here as well. Andrew Payne in to turn 3. We'll see what happens when Asuna runs his cycle here. He's going to have an opportunity here. He's going to need to be able to manage those tires. About 10 lap difference on tires now. It was 22 laps before. And so Devin if he wants to be there at the end, it's going to have to work on keeping that race pace and keeping the field at bay. And a chance. Andrew Payne trying to play catch up here. DeSuna will be able to roll forward, but Matt Magner, 10.6 second difference here as the 98 rolls to the backside of the 27. Battle for second as such. 72 of 150. About halfway through this one, folks. 98 will roll the outside. 27 will be there to the inside. Roberge will have an opportunity here for maybe a crossover kind of move. Maybe he just settles as the drivers go to work. Stryker in third. Big light coming out there from Brent. Brent, how are you doing? I missed a good race last night. Your Canadian won. He's in third right now, 11 seconds off the pace. Andrew Payne outpacing the field, 32.69 on this last lap. Devin DeSuna, the faster of the drivers out there, just has to be consistent. That's his. I think that's Devin's thing here, is that if he can just be consistent, he's going to have a good end to this race. If he can continue to maintain, maybe save some tires, save some fuel strategy. Drivers really holding on. 93 coming across the start-finish line again. Battle for second. Looks as such. 98 to the second lane. Magner holding on to second. 98 right there on the straightaway. 98 to the bottom side. Magner under fire from the 98. 27 up the race line. 98 to drop into the corner. 98 clears the 27. 27 go back to work here. See if these drivers get tight off the corner. They do not. 98 with a great run. 27 back to the back bumper here. But I think Roberge has been saving a little bit, so we'll see what happens. DeSuna to the inside of Mark Redkin just ran his fastest lap, one of his fastest laps of the race. 32.25 is the fastest driver on the field right now. Half second faster than Andrew Payne, but needs to maintain. Don't try to burn him up. Try to catch him. Just maintain your pace. Run consistent lines. You'll be able to do so, folks. Mike is a little bit loud, so I'm just trying to manage that as well. I apologize about that. Good to see you. See you all out there. What games you folks playing out there? I want to know. I'm going to take a break. Put it in chat for me. I'll read it when I get back in just a moment.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, or how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job, really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Bears, 13.2 back in the second. Andrew Payne, of course, in the dominating ways he does. So your fastest driver out there right now in sixth. He is 25 and a half seconds off the pace right now. I wanted to look at the pit strategy for the drivers. Saw a lot of drivers run about 59, 60 laps. Does a driver come in with about 50 laps to go? Do they come in at the end of the second, the second stage was just a little while ago, and I didn't take that, so I do apologize about that, folks. And that's what I was trying to pull up, and I was trying to pull up the snippet tool to be able to do that. So, but Andrew Payne, of course, getting your stage win. Roberts was second. Magda was third. Stryker was in fourth. Biggert, DeZuna, fifth and sixth. Biggert, Grahava, then DeZuna. And then Radkin, Nelson, that would be your drivers there for your top 10. John Hammond is also there in the top 10. But here's a look at your pit strategy here. DeZuna ran 47 laps on his pit cycle. Andrew Payne, 29 laps on his cycle right now. Does a driver take the challenge and come in with about 50 laps to go? Does somebody do that? Brad Dove to pit road. He's going to be in it on his lap 80. I don't know. All right, let's see what you guys are playing out there. Let's see. Mostly Escape from Tarkov, says Carl out there. And a bit of Apex Legends. And play Gran Turismo. I like it on the PS4. They don't have Gran Turismo for the PC. One day they will. Something to think about here as well. The Last of Us, the first one, just came to PC, and I guess they're having some issues with it. So we'll see how that goes. Ange Hogan, give it a go, Roberts. Ange, did you see the win last night for the 98? I was pretty happy about that. I was rooting for him. Nicest Canadian you'll meet. Awesome guy. Very deserving. Running second right now. Let's have Matt Magner about a half second off the pace of him. But they're all trying to track down this guy. This guy has some pace. Great win for Roberts. It was a great win last night. We had different drivers inside the top 5 last night too. Of course, Nathan Alul was very strong in last night's race. He almost finished outside the top 3, and wasn't for that turn 4 incident. He would have He probably would have, and the 49 gave him a run for his money. That was Robert Dudley last night, finished in fourth, had a great race. I tell you what, all these drivers are doing a phenomenal job, and right now, all about maintaining the pace. Maj Zaleski would be the driver that Roberts is trying to track down right now. First driver off the lead lap is going to be Joe Nelson. Where was the little race last night? It was at Dover. Dover was the track last night. The Monster Mile. Miles the Monster. Jerry Culver coming to pit road. 93 of 150 being completed. Andrew Payne sweeping the stages. Has an opportunity for sweeping a win again here as the V&H Fresh 93 goes to work. Good little race line for all these drivers. And right now it's all about just maintaining. Suna up to fifth now. Does find himself 26 seconds off the pace right now. We'll see what he can do. But if I'm any of the drivers, maybe inside the top 5, if I can get myself that extra race pace, do I hold on? 33.91 was last lap for Stryker. This time by runs a 33.7. So, you know, it's Andrew Payne's running a 33.4s. Suna's running a 33.4. John Hammond coming to pit road. His lap 95 right side damage for him. It's my question here. Do they do it? Yeah, they were at Dover in the Cup cars last night. Roberts did a fantastic job right here on Signature Sports. Did a great job of just maintaining. He did exactly what he needed to do and found himself on a different race pace. Came in, took tires in a different strategy, and made it work. That was what was really cool about what he did. 93, 98, 27, 88, 43. That's going to be your top 5. Suna has to go to work here. He can maintain what he's got. But look at Joe Nelson. Joe Nelson in 8th. First driver off the lead lap. Having a great run at what he has. Highest I-rated driver, 52.01. That's Andrew Payne. Lowest I-rated driver, Rob Church. Well, he's not racing today. I think he had to just tune in and get some practice in. But Joe Nelson, 791. He's the next driver in the field. Running in 8th inside the top 10. Folks, I've been playing. What games have I been playing? Star Citizen, of course. Star Citizen going through its ups and downs, but I'm a big fan. Magner taking over second right now. There's a good battle going on between those two as they get around the 8 of Cam Dario. 98 of Roberts just has to go back and maintain like he was doing before. Magner doing a great job, but he's going to get a little free on the bottom side there. These cars typically get more tight as the race goes. Cam Dario came in on lap 58 the last time by. Some right side damage. Took 2 minutes and 2 seconds of repairs. Some rear damage going on for the 8 car as well. So hey, you know, the battle for second can be between these two. That's a good little battle. Strength of field manages that as well. 7.5 seconds back. It's going to be Stryker here, 98 of 150. John Hammond in and out of pit road, taking his cycle. Jerry Culver runs his cycle as well. He just ran his fastest lap of the race, 32.29. So he has figured out how to get a little bit more speed out of that car. Currently in 15th, trying to track down Hayden Malcolm. He came in on his lap 91, so that's big for him. Go 98 go, says Brent. 99 laps complete this time by. Roberts half second still to Matt Magner. A solid top 3 night so far, or top 3 days so far. Let's see. Not nighttime yet. Got some new tires, go to the inside. 27. This is 75 to the outside. 75 making the pass. Fresh tires on the outside. 27 to the bottom side. 4/10 of a second as Roberts goes back to work here. Roberts looks in front of him. Little cockpit view for the 98. You don't want to dip the tires below that line. You saw how that car kind of freed up there. A little wall tap for some of the drivers. 75, 13. Strategy is persistent. 27. Now with a little bit of dirty air on top of it. All the smoke in front of him. Chris can just be patient here. He'll be all right. He's already led a couple of laps. Had 7 lead changes in the race. Magner, Robert second and third. Michael Strickland in fourth here, still 7.5 back. Andrew Payne, 17-second lead, and just smooth sailing. It was about 49 laps to go this time by. 7 drivers on the lead lap. Nathan Biggert, the last of the drivers. I talked about it before, but does any of these drivers tempt fate? How do you race in Erie, New Brunswick, Canada at Speedway 660? Yes. '98's been a part of NASCAR for a long time. Matt Magner let to track down his teammate. Stryker in that 4 spot. Matt Magner has the car with this strength of field to be able to win as well. His teammate just outpacing everybody. 33.5 on his last lap. Consistent lap times for him. Devin Asuda's going to be in that 5 spot. He's getting into turn 1 at 28.9 seconds. He had the strategy right. He had I think he just burnt up his tires on that run. Would have I think a better pace right now if he didn't have that happen. But Andrew Payne, 104 of 150. John Hammond back here, running behind Jerry Culver in the 13th spot. Let's see, Star Citizen. I played a little Escape from Tarkov with Nate and the boys the other day. Ian Money and Spicy out there. I've been playing. I need to get back into ATS. I want to play a little bit more of that. I do need to finish the Red Dead Redemption series that I had started. Striker coming to pit road. 5-13. Whew. But I think that I have to make some changes to be able to do that. 25 way up. Because I played Gran Turismo 7. I have. Yes, I've played a lot of them. But, I play more on PC. I play games more on PC than I do anything else. As far as racing goes, I've been iRacing. I had gotten my iRating back up into the zone I was comfortable with, and then made a mistake and lost a bunch of iRating again, so now I have to go back to work. Kind of waiting for Richmond to be done because I want to run some B-class, these Xfinity car races. Have not yet run Texas this week. I need to run one of the opens at least to be able to, to have some fun with that. I'm gonna at least try that. So we may do that tomorrow. During the day, we'll see. Maybe live stream some of that stuff. So folks don't get to watch me race as often as I probably should. We're gonna play. I think we're gonna play Phasmophobia tonight. I know we were going to. I've been playing a little CFC. I've been playing a lot of different games, and I've been working on my game, Anarchy Day 1. So that FPS shooter will be up and running here pretty soon. We'll see though. Stryker in and out of pit road. Trying something different. I think he's going to be the taker on that one. He's going to be able to get himself back around on the at least one of these laps down very quickly here. Is Strickland, the 88, tries to close down some of the extra race pace. He's going to go to the outside of the 93. 93 to the inside. 93 free in the tri-oval area there. You see the front of the nose kind of wiggle just a little bit. We'll see what the 88 does on the high side. 93 utilizing the bottom line. 88 making a pass on the high side. Preferred line is the bottom side, but when it comes to faster tires, gotta want to utilize the high side. It gives you a little bit more room. Suda, Grijalva, side by side. Grijalva going back around has the high line on 43, right in toe of the 99. Grijalva inside the top 5. Yeah, Brent, be good. Appreciate you. Yeah, we stay off the Xbox and the PlayStation and stuff. We play a lot of PC games. It's kind of been the big deal. Magner in second. Roberge in third. Roberge can just smooth sail himself if he wants to. 99. Try to cross over the 88. Go back to work. Striker 32.42, about a second and a half faster than the field right now. So if he could do this for about 10 laps, I think he has a good advantage. Be able to try to pull some of that pace. He just needs some of the drivers to come in a lot later than what you would think. See what happens. Strickland 1 minute 3 seconds from the lead. All the drivers have to come to pit road. Every bit of them. How's Kick doing? Good to see everybody out there on Kick. Thank you so much. Kick.com/Signature Esports. Welcome to the stream. You're having a fantastic day. Grijalva to pit road. Going to come in for the final time. Andrew Payne's going to be still out front. 112 of 150. I mean, he's smooth sailing. I don't know that anybody's got this, going to take this race from him. But, I mean, you're trying to take second or third away from Magner or Roberge. That's a big deal. Aiden Malcolm having an issue on pit road. B-Car just giving him a whole lot of fits. Let's take a look and see what happened. I think he was trying to come to pit road here. I think he might have just locked it down too heavily. He did. Oh, he downshifted. Yeah, he did. He downshifted. So he'll have to serve that penalty. Everybody out there, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You're out there on Twitch. Much love to you. Appreciate you as always. But yeah, tune in next week or next week later tonight. Probably going to be doing some live streaming of some Phasmophobia with the Ballistic One and her bestie. 3 drivers on the lead lap. Everybody else try to make some things happen. Basuda with a lap down here. Ethan Biggert's going to be in that 5 spot. Joe Nelson's in 6th. Mark Redkin's going to be in 7th here. Striker's going to be in 8th. And Mod Zaleski behind him. Kevin at 104. Biggert comes to pit road. Andrew Payne, 115. 35 laps to go in today's race. Only iRacing stream we have today. VIP Tire Service. Tire Service Straight Talk. Right back.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, Service Manager of VIP in West Lebanon, New Hampshire. When a customer comes into VIP, it's an experience starting with walking the customers out to the car, getting all the information, getting feedback from the customer, kind of feeling the customer out on how their driving conditions are, or how it may affect their car, or maintenance interval schedules that may be coming up, alerting any safety concerns, just creating that transparency with the customer. To VIP, a certified automotive professional means somebody VIP can rely on to get the job done right the first time, creating a comeback or a lifetime of customers in the future. My favorite part of the job is really seeing a customer genuinely smile when the service that they get done is completed the right way at a fair price. You just earned an automotive customer for life.
Chris Roberge is your race leader here as the 88 looks to work around. Devin Asuna is going to be in second as Andrew Payne comes off pit road. for the final time. Came out at 116. Maj is coming in. So does Cam Dario. Cam coming into pit road, getting his stuff taken care of. 98 works here. Matt Magner's going to be in 6th. He comes back around, took his pit stop at 116. Robert's trying to have a little bit better of a race line, continue to work himself here. Can have a top 3 night if he wants to. Devin Asuda's going to be able to take over the lead, but Andrew Payne hits and comes back around. He's going to go around Devin Asuda, 31.92. So Andrew Payne does not have to save anymore. He can run as fast as he can, and we're going to see some fast laps, I do think. Robert's coming off pit road this time by. Mark Redkin coming up pit road. Andrew Payne, 31.92 last lap. Stryker comes around. He's going to take over 3rd. Roberts will be right there. Matt Magner is going to have to play catch-up. Roberts a little slow off pit road. We'll see if he's going to be able to get himself into that top spot. Stryker will try to have a top 5 night, keep himself on the lead lap. 15 and a half back. He was about 30 seconds off the pace of the lap now. So right now, Strickland with 30 laps to go put himself in a good situation. Devin Asuda coming to pit road. He's going to be in his pit stall. 76 working on getting his car taken care of. Andrew Payne, 31.50. Fastest lap of the race. Nobody's been able to put those kinds of lap times down. 32.96. Magner, 32.26. 3.8 seconds back. Roberts is coming out, and he's going to have to really start to put some time in. Asuda leaving pit road right now. Going to be a lap down. He's going to have to really push his boundaries here to be able to get inside the top 5 once again. John Hammond came out on 93. Car trying to be a handful here at Chicagoland for him. Nathan Biggert came out on 113. So drivers who still need to come to pit road, Brad Dove, John Hammond, able, I believe, to make it to the end. We'll have to see what John's doing here. We are sent. Magner, second. Roberts. I think he stayed out just a lap or two too long. Top 3 night for him if he can hold on to it. See, though, he's got about 7 seconds. Stryker hold on to the points lead. Right now, 33.28. At a 1.1 second difference on lap times. And have a top 5 night. I wondered who was going to be able to try that maneuver to be able to gain some time. And I tell you what, Strickland did a great job doing that. Roberts just ran his fastest lap of the race, 32 flat. Gotta send it. There's no joke in this one. If you want that race, you gotta send it. And barring a late race caution, right here in front of the 93. There's the 99. 93 will go to the outside. 76 in front of the 99. 93 on the high side. 76 trying to control the pace. 93 way up the race line here. He's got to be careful on corner exit here. Probably just back it down a little bit. No, he's going to send it down. He's going to be just fine. Free off the corner. You saw how he had to dive to the inside a little bit right there. Saves the car a little bit of the stability issues that you see. Magner to the inside of the 88. 88 having a much better drive line than what happened earlier. That right side damage, he's never been able to get fixed. So he's been able to pretty much just hold on to it. He's been doing a phenomenal job at doing just that. So you know what, to salvage a top 5 night would be everything. Right down coming to pit road. Hammond might be able to make it here. 57 laps, he should be fine. Hammond might have a top 10 night. We'll see. Last lap, 35 seconds. I wonder if he's running the same set of tires. Brent, thank you for the like out there. I appreciate you, of course. Thank you to everybody being out there in the stream, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick.com. Thank you very much to all of you for having a phenomenal night. Been a good race. A fast race as well. 24 laps to go. This is the track racer phenomenon. So we keep gaining subscribers out there on YouTube. Thank you to everybody out there on YouTube as well. You're all amazing. The Bears looking for a top 3 night. One more spot gives them the biggest mover of the race. Devin Asuna trying to track down a few more drivers with 23 laps to go. Does have the better of the tires of the field right now, other than Chris Roberge. Roberge to the inside of Joe Nelson. 98, 44 to the outside of a little blank right there. No big deal. Stryker in front of the 98. Strickland in third. Grijalva 10 seconds off the pace. Biggert not far off as well. 113 for the driver. 3-lap fresher tires for that driver right there. Devin Asuna coming across the front straightaway. He's been the talk of the town today. Robert Dudley in the 49. It's going to be right where he started. One of two drivers that are right where they started. There's the 76 behind Andrew Payne. Mark Redkin came in on 118. Got to follow suit with the 93. See what the 93 is doing. See what the 93 is doing. Maybe try to improve on his craft. That's part of what you do here in the iRacing world. If you're not as good as the driver in front of me, learn what he's doing and try to go back and improve on that. The Bears got around Stryker. Stryker goes back to fourth. Again, I talk about a top 5 night for Strickland. It's a good rebound for him. Just has to hold on to it for 20 more laps. Grijalva in fifth. Biggert in sixth. Devin Asuna can close down. I think Devin Asuna can close down 5 seconds. See what happens as they continue to work. Right now, 4 drivers on the lead lap. Strickland's going to be one of those drivers. And to check his rearview mirror, this is a 13 to the inside of the 93. 76 of Mark Redkin drops into the corner here. It's going to be in that second lane. Whoa, that's the beautiful game footage. Able to get around the 13 of Jerry Culver. Culver sitting in 13th, off 4 from the start of the race, but just kind of doing what he does. To be a part of the Signature Esports family, folks, all you got to do is reach out to me on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Jason at SigEsports.com. Go to get to yourself some merch at SigEsports.com as well. Check out some of the articles. Got to do more with the website and figure out what folks want. To also try to create an app for the iRacing leagues. I know that there's Facebook groups and there's Facebook. There's a lot of groups out there. There's some Reddits. You know, there are a lot of different things out there for folks to be able to be in touch. But I was debating about creating an iRacing app that can allow folks to communicate about leagues and leagues to join, leagues to advertise with. I don't know, something to do with it. I know iRacing has their own driver app that you can get with the iRacing service, but what I wanted to see was what could you do? What could you use an app for leagues to be able to communicate? Similar to, there's a lot of like job apps out there that allow you to, like crew app and stuff like that allow you to communicate that way. You know, Discord is a big component to these things, but if you wanted to put, have an app to have your active roster in and your driver information, stats, and things of that sort, that's what I was looking at. Caution comes out. Culver having an issue. First caution, or second caution of the race. 16 laps to go. Holy everything holy. And a chance. Grijalva will be your lucky dog here. Strickland can come in and get his damage repaired. And a chance for some tires for a lot of drivers. First or second caution. What a run that was happening. Man, oh man. Jerry Culver having a run here. Into the corner, gets into the corner. I think the car just gets tight. Oh, it just snaps around on him. It's a little free, tries to salvage it. Oh, the car just keeps turning on him. Whoa. Oi. No, sir. Oi. Ooh. Look here, that was the 99 behind him. There's Grijalva. Yeah. Everybody comes to pit road. Matt Magner, one of those drivers. Andrew Payne. Michael Strickland coming in. Magner in and out. Andrew Payne able to get in and out of pit road. 20.3 second difference here. Matt Magner will take over second. Stryker in third. Grijalva is your lucky dog. So he'll be able to come to pit road as well. He'll start at the tail end of the field. But that's a long way to go. Stryker getting the car worked on. He's been needing that right side damage to be repaired for a hot minute. So we'll see if he's going to be able to full send this thing. 33 seconds on pit road. He's got tires. I don't even know if he even took fuel. I wouldn't even have taken fuel. I don't know how much fuel you need. Save, Jerry says. Sherry, it was a good save. Good save. Go to pit road behind John Hammond. Nathan Biggert staying out for a free pass. I do believe the 49 is staying for a free pass as well. There's the 53, 25. A lot of drivers out there free passing, trying to get themselves in the mix here. Nathan Biggert, one of the drivers, and I don't blame them just in case there's another caution. David Asuna, he's going to be there, and if another caution comes out, a chance for these drivers to come to pit road, get some tires. Love you some Stryker. Yeah, there he is. Fourth. Again, Grijalva coming to pit road. He's going to take care of his stuff. He's going to be in and out of pit road right here. He's going to start at the tail end of the field. Magner, Robert, Strickland. And a great job by Strickland to be able to be in the situation. He was very close to going a lap down to Andrew Payne. And a caution comes out at the right time. But I tell you what, he made the decision and was already a lap down before. But he came in on 104 ahead of the field to gain some time. He did a great job of putting himself in this situation. So what an awesome opportunity. Andrew Payne, Matt Magner, Robert, Strickland. And you're going to have to see some fast laps here. These cars should release the cars here in maybe the next lap or so. We'll see what happens here. Andrew Payne is your race leader. Matt Magner needs a win. He's been finishing behind the 93 for a hot minute. So a whole different kind of race now. Go back to green flag racing with 11 laps to go. Lights are off of the pace car this time by. Man. Chicagoland Speedway. Car spun in front of you when you were trying to pit, so you had to go around again and ran out of. Oh man, dang it, Mods, dang it. Hey, but you're back out there. Only a lap down. You're in 10th. You got a battle going on yourself. Ace car's gonna dive in. Here's those big pythons for the man. About it. We'll send. Green flag racing. Magner, Payne, Roberge, Stryker to the inside. Chance for Strickland here to have a top 3 night. It'll be 10 to go this next time by. Grijalva back here in that 5 spot, trying to roll his way forward as well. He's got about 1.2 seconds to the field. Roberge intel of the 88. Magner's going to be in second here. Magner has to close into his teammate. 10 laps to go. This is a drag race to the end. That's pretty much what we're going to see. 10 of the fastest laps these drivers have. 88 to the bottom side. Grijalva digging to the inside of John Hammond. He can see the leaders. He got around a lot of these drivers very quickly. Nathan Biggert back here in the 01. Still in the lead lap. He's going to have a chance. There's the 43 trying to roll the corner as well. 8 up into the wall. Oh, he's got to hold on to it. Down into the corner. Caution's going to come out again. Cam Dario into the wall. And man, that changes it again. Cautions breed cautions. Cam was just tight in the corner here. The wall, Arca down to the bottom, gets in the 01. More net code than anything else. Well, Cam takes the brunt of that damage. The 01 didn't really have all that much. But the 01 will be able to come to pit road, so that's another big deal here. So Nathan Biggert will be able to come to pit road. Cam Dario will be on pit road. They're going to come around and meet up with the pace cars. They'll back the cars down. Grijalva will have a chance as well. Nathan Biggert, Davin Asuna, here's an opportunity for that driver. John Hammond's going to be your lucky dog. He's going to be able to be back on the lead lap. He's going to be able to compete for something here. Again, one attempt at a green, white checkered if we were to need it, but this would be basically be going back to green flag racing with about 3 or 4 laps to go. So Hammond should be your lucky dog. Nathan Biggert, Devin Asuna coming to pit road. I believe Hammond should be your lucky dog. Yeah. So John Hammond will be able to go get some tires. All that work for Andrew Payne. Here's another opportunity. There's that driver right there, the 99. Going to be able to restart 5th here. Very tough to pass, very tough to early on, but you know the draft is so important. It's going to make a difference. Here's the 13 of Jerry Culver coming off pit road. He's going to be trying to make up some more ground here. There's Brad Dove 1 lap ahead of him, so he's going to look. You know, you need a free pass. You need these things. John Hammond coming back around. So Hammond came at a 136, so he took his tires. Nathan Biggert in on pit road. He's getting his damage and tires fixed. So John Hammond will start at the tail of the field. The 01 will work on it. Joe Nelson would be your lucky dog if anything were to happen here. Nathan Biggert's getting a lot of damage repaired. That right side trying to hook up. Again, tires, big deal. Big racetrack. Andrew Payne coming out of 4. I believe Nathan Biggert should be thinking about leaving pit road any moment here. I would. Bye. Go, 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 go. Did he beat the pace car out? That's the big deal. That's the big deal here. Very close. Very close. It's like he did. Every minuscule of a repair that he could get out of that. But he can't come back to pit road. See how that car holds on here. Right rear damage on it. 93, 27, 88. A chance for John Hammond to go to work here. Matt Magner in second. Matt Magner ran his fastest lap of the race, 31:74. Grijalva ran his fastest lap of the race at 31:82. Dudley has run a 31:95. Of course, the fast lap belonging to the 93, a 31:51. Not done. 4 laps to go. It'll be 3 laps to go. 4 laps to go when we go back to green flag racing here. Back to side by side. Lights are off of the pace car. Suda came in on 43. If he was out of tires. I know he came in with 4 seconds. I think he took tires. Just took fuel, maybe a splash. Biggert came in. A whole bunch taken care of. He's going to be there in 7th. Hammond and Taylor into the field. Give it a 136, but he's got a chance here to gain some spots. 3.5 back. We'll see. See what happens. 8 drivers on the lead lap. Nelson, Majelecki, Dudley competing for the lucky dog. Before to go this next time by. Chop Shop Iracing Series, VIP Tire and Service Xfinity. Cars ready to go. 93-27, they go. Don't count them out just yet. Grijalva to the inside of the 98. Stryker in that second lane to the inside of the 27. 88, full scent to the bottom side. Car steps out just a little bit to second. He goes. Andrew Payne up front. 27 on the outside. Payne, Stryker. 93, closing the distance. It'll be 3 to go. Strickland to the bottom side. Magner to the outside. 88 up the race line. 27 back to the outside. Can they get to the 93? That's the big question here. Andrew Payne, clean car all day long. Grijalva there in the mix. Robert's top 5 night. Magner up 11. Stryker back to the outside. Magner to the inside. Magner clears the 88. 88 off the nose. Bump draft for the 27. 27 has the car. Can he beat his teammate? Stryker just ran his fastest lap of the race. Robert's just ran his fastest lap of the race. Is it enough? 2 to go. Andrew Payne leads the field. Matt Magner, quarter second to the bottom side. 93 still trying to hold on to the outside lane. Magner in tow. White flag waves brought to you by Farms LLC. No Farms giving you all of your hauling action, your beef products, and out of Seneca Falls, New York. On the link in the description, go check them out. They will take care of you. Andrew Payne, Matt Magner, Michael Strickland, last-ditch effort. Payne comes across the line. Everybody rolls. Payne wins it. Magner second, Strickland third, Grijalva, Roberts fourth and fifth. And the move of the race was for Strickland. Andrew Payne just had a dominating car. Everyone's just going to have to try to beat him there. And on a drag race, on a short run, there's nobody that does it better. But the move of the race for Strickland here, he finishes in third. Biggest mover of the race is going to be Matt Magner, so he's going to get a little extra pocket change. Takes that one away from Roberts. Andrew Payne's going to burn it down, but Stryker pits at 104, gives himself an advantage to be back on the lead lap. And the caution setting him up for a great race. Here is your race results for today's race. Payne, Magner, Strickland, your top 3. Grijalva, Roberts, that'll be your top 5. Biggert, Hammond. Hammond gains another spot. Beats out David Asuda here in the 43 for 7th, and D'Souza will finish 8th. Dudley, Majeski, Nelson. That'll be your top 11 drivers. Redkin, Dove, Culver, Malcolm, Camdarios, and Benson. Robert Church, the tail end of the field. What a great race that was. It was a good end, too. They made it exciting. Let's talk to him. Andrew Payne comes home in victory lane, doing himself some justice. 8th win of the season today, and they were not going to beat you on this racetrack. I asked yesterday if you were going to be racing today because, I mean, this is kind of your style of race where you have to utilize a lot of the racetrack. You got to save fuel. Do you let them go early, let them come back to you? Long green flag run there, and then I always say that nobody can beat you on that short run. So walk me through this one. This was a good one to watch.
Well, first stage, I set the precedent for myself during the practice that I was really, there was a lot more tire wear here to begin with than I thought. So going into the first stage, I was definitely trying to be a little more easy on the tires. I don't know if you could tell, but I was really I didn't want to lead. I know that's weird to say, but I didn't want to set the pace. I wanted to let those guys go, run my own event. Like I was the only car out there for a while. And then about 10, 15 laps in, I kind of ran the same pace the whole time, and guys started falling off, and I was able to start closing in on Stryker there. And then we had that caution on lap 20, and sort of surprised me actually that not more people didn't take tires. I know, I'm sure he saw all broadcast tires were huge today. And, I think Devin took tires, and he was the only one. And I had to hold him off for the stage win in stage 1. And, man, I was driving the wheels off the thing. And then from there, it was just managing the gap, managing the tires. I was talking with Matt the whole time. I'm like, I know it's going to sound really weird, but I was running way slower than probably I needed to, but I really wanted to hit the bottom on both ends of the track and wrap that white line. There's a little bit of extra grip there. And also kept, keeping the right rear from not sliding too much, and, got in and out of the pits really well for the 2 green stops we had, and then we had that late race caution. I did have that extra set, thankfully. Kind of sort of expected a later caution possibly, but had that second caution really fast, and it was just a matter of doing the clean air game. I was really trying to help Matt there at the end too. I know he was racing Stryker super hard, and I'm like, I'll sacrifice the bottom here because I know dirty air is not going to be helpful to you. And I ran the top trying to give him clean air and helped with the playing the draft game a little bit, and ended up with a 1-2 today. So I'm really happy with that. And man, this when I knew we were going to Chicagoland, I was really looking forward to it. This place, this car combo is so much fun, and I wish we ran on these types of tracks all the time. But yeah, the old worn down stuff is a ton of fun.
That's the reason why I asked yesterday if you were going to run today. It's like, if he doesn't run, I'd be really surprised. So, but hey, you take back over the points lead. That's very beneficial going into when the playoffs start coming around. But on top of that, you come out here and you lead, and you dominate, and you give these drivers something to strive for, because it's not necessarily about that 1-2 finish. When it comes to some of the other drivers here, it's about what can they do, what can they emulate, what can they learn from today's race, and they've got a lot to look forward to. I watched you back up the corners, was talking about it all race. I was like, I think he's just trying to hit that number, that magic number on your lap time to be able to maintain and have that same fall off. You didn't run your fastest lap of the race until when it was 30 laps to go in that green flag pit stop. So I knew there was more speed out of the car, and at that particular point, it was like, well, I can send it now. So that's when you ran a 31.5 or something like that, 31.7. It was insane. Then you ran a 31.51, and it's all good things. Andrew, another win here, 8th of the season. Locking him down for him. Give your shout-outs, and congratulations once again.
First and foremost, thank you, Jason and Signature Sports, for calling these races, broadcasts, and these races. Always really appreciate all the time and effort you put in to these quality broadcasts. Huge shout out to John and Stryker for putting on this league, putting on this series. I've really enjoyed running here, especially on the Xfinity cars. One of my favorite cars on the sim. So I'm glad I'm able to come out on Saturdays and run in the series with these guys. Huge shout out to the title sponsor, VIP Tire and Services. They've been a huge help with both the trucks and Xfinity, and really appreciate that. Some of my personal sponsors, huge shout out to QuickTime Motorsports Media, Hull Metal Fab, Citrus Hot Sawn Mower, V&H Fresh, Ryko Performance. Shout out to the Amplify boys, Matt, for listening to me there a little bit at the end, kind of babble, talk his ear off a little bit. He shout out to all the racers out there too for running clean, running hard. It's like I said earlier, it's a blast, and huge shout out to all the fans as well for coming out and supporting the league, supporting the broadcast. Really do appreciate you guys taking some time out of your day, and looking forward to, I believe next week is my last one for a couple weeks. Going to be out of town for Martinsville, so looking forward to next week, and then looking forward to a couple weeks off.
Yeah, we have, what do we got? Actually, I think next week we are off for the Xfinity Series, so we'll come back to Indy and then Bristol on the 22nd. So that's what it says on my schedule, so we'll see how that goes. But Andrew, great race, man. I look forward to seeing you guys when you get back.
Yep, thank you.
Always 93, comes home in victory lane. Let's talk to his teammate. He finishes in P2. Matt, I keep calling you out, saying you need to bump your teammate, but I'm glad you didn't. It was a great into the race there. Great battle between you and Stryker, and it was a great battle between you and Roberts there for a little while as well. You guys seemed like you were really trying to find your own groove. And if Andrew's not in this race, it's literally a 1-2 battle with you guys for the longest period of time, and it was all about strategy with you guys. You put on a phenomenal race, and showed what it takes to compete around each other.
Yeah, that was a great finish. I was just talking to Stryker there when I was waiting, and it was just it was a great battle. I mean, Chris too. I mean, he actually runs very similar style to myself. He saves good, and he's got a good pace to him, and it's tough to compete with. It was he was right with me there, the whole race.
They always talk about Chris as they call it the Roberts Award, which you took home today, and that's he saves so well. That's why he becomes the biggest mover of the race. And if he qualified, I think he would he'd have that. I think he would still have that long run race pace, but I think he would be a little bit closer to the front with you guys on those longer runs. But he always sets himself up, and so it was great to see you guys kind of pace yourself and take the time. Magic number, magic line, whatever it may be. But I like green, white, checkered finishes. Basically, that's kind of what that was, just one lap more. But were you listening to Andrew? What did you say? I want this 1-2 finish, or how was the Discord call going at that time?
Oh, I finished second because of him. He was on Discord. When each other's going to start, and he got out in front, and he was giving me the clean air so I could jump to the bottom and not be in the dirty air and get the car to turn still. And if Stryker got to me and he got by me there, quick, but I was able to get him back. But thanks to Andrew for that. He's awesome teammate, and can't thank him enough.
You're a hell of a driver anyway, Matt. It's been 2.5 years that I've seen you race in most of these series, and what you've been able to do. Always continuing to improve, always continuing to see what you do out there. But a P2 finish here today, you're going to get that win. It's going to happen, and you're no vacations, so it's coming. It's coming, and I'll be the first to be able to be the first to congratulate you, of course. But your chance, your shout outs, a good day for points, and a good chance for some extra playoff help here.
Yeah, thanks to you, Jason, obviously, for the great broadcast. VIP Tires and Service for league sponsor. Thanks to Andrew, like I said, he helped me out at the end there so I could get that P2. Stryker for running me clean, and John and Stryker too for putting the league on, and Got to thank my wife and daughter too. We actually had a nice day up here in the Northeast, so they're outside, cleaning up the yard and doing all that fun stuff, and I'm down here racing. So thanks to them. I appreciate it.
Always, Matt. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. And I think they've got next week off.
You bet, man.
All right. Happy Easter to you as well. I have to say that. It's starting to come up.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Matt Magner, P2. It's Dr. Stryker who got the, I call it the best move of the race. And I was questioning whether or not a driver was going to do it. And you were the first one to do it. Coming in a little earlier to try to short pit yourself to have that little longevity. The caution comes out, works perfectly. I know you guys listen to the stream. I don't know if you were, putting that in the back of your mind. I don't know if that was even remotely in your head. But I call it the move of the race. So you come out of 104, everybody else comes in, 10, 15 laps later. You're still on the lead lap. Caution comes out. Boom, you've got a shot. And now a top 3. You take that away from a couple of drivers here. Walk me through kind of how that transpired.
Yeah, I mean, you called it perfect. So I was falling back on that run, and I looked up, and I had 2 sets of tires left. It was I wanted to make sure that I had enough fuel, and we were roughly anywhere from like 57 to 60 some odd laps in fuel. So as soon as I crossed that threshold, I said, there's really no benefit for me to just keep running out here. I'm just falling down. So I'm going to try to short pit and try to gain. And usually I don't short pit because it never works out in my favor. So I went in, took the tires, came out hard. I melted those tires down to make that time back. And when we all cycled around, I was in front of second and third. And so I knew at that point, okay, I made some time back. And then at that point, I'm waiting for a caution because I know it's a matter of time before everybody comes back around with fresh tires and comes back around. So I got lucky. Andrew was coming up to lap me there when I fell back to fourth. That caution came out. I was able to fix the damage that I had throughout the race. And honestly, I really thought I was going to have a great shot because the car had awesome short run speed. And I ended up just overdriving it and slamming it into the wall, trying to get a run off Magner, and that cost me probably an opportunity to push Payne out the way if I could. But either way, I think I kind of just lucked into a third place. And yeah, that call probably is the one that allowed me to do that.
I liked it. Stephanie giving us a like. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you. Sherry, she's like your biggest fan out there, by the way. I'm just saying.
Sherry's awesome. Sherry's awesome. I always see her rooting me on. I appreciate it, Sherry. Thank you very much.
Ricky out there just did it as well. So my and I know that it's all about who can catch Andrew whenever he has such a big lead. And sometimes it is just trying those things out. I still think you, even if you went, if this thing ran green, even if you went a lap down, you still have a top 5 night.
Yeah, I think I would have mustered top 5, maybe top 5, top 6, had that caution not come out. But that caution was a godsend. It allowed me to, fix the damage that I had, put some new tires on it, and give it a go. That's all we can ask for is give it a go there at the end, because Chris Roberge and Magner and Andrew and Cam at one point, they were all better than me, especially on the longer run. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm lucky. I got top 3. That's all we can wish. Be happy with a podium, especially chasing Andrew in the points. He's probably going to leapfrog me again in the points, but as long as I can put the pressure on and get to that final race with him, you never know what'll happen.
Well, I like that kind of attitude. Off next week, Indianapolis coming up after that. Stryker, it's been a good one. It's this one was this. I like Chicagoland. This is a great racetrack, and I agree with Andrew that more leagues need to run this track.
Yeah, Chicagoland's one of my favorite. Even I haven't had much success here, but it's just a fun track. There's multiple lanes. The car's loose. You're really driving it with the throttle. It wears the tires down, but it's fast. It's fun. It's always on edge. Yeah, this is a great track. We're going to go to this track on Friday in the Cup Series, so we'll see how those Cup cars handle in comparison to these Xfinity cars. But yeah, Chicagoland is a blast.
Let's see if we can get 197 miles an hour in a Cup car. That'd be insane.
Yeah.
I don't know with that little bitty spoiler on it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what pans out. We'll end up practicing this week, but yeah, it was a good race, man. We appreciate everything that you guys do and all the fans out there.
All right. Any more shout outs you got to give? I know you got sponsors and things. Could do all.
Yeah,
do your thing.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and just give some quick shout outs to our sponsors. Of course, our main sponsor for the series is VIP Tires and Service. We appreciate everything. I hope everybody's out there watching us. We had a decent field today. Everybody seemed to be having fun. Obviously, I want to thank everybody in Chop Shop, all the drivers, Baller Status, Dubby. We have Amar Paintworks, Fuego Auto Sports. My three sons, Sherry, of course, she's always out there rooting us on. We appreciate it, Sherry. Thank you very much. Every time a post is up there, I get to see it in real time. So I see when you're rooting for me, and I really push harder to make sure I get a better finish for you. All my friends and family that are out there, Ricky, Stephanie, especially my wife and my kids, we thank you everything, and my mom. And thanks everybody. Jason at Signature Esports, you're the man. And we appreciate everything. So we'll be seeing you later parts of the week, and you guys enjoy your weekend.
It's gonna be fun. Wait, yeah, we got some streams to do later. I don't know. I think we're gonna actually game. It's weird. It's weird.
Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. It's weekend. It's Easter weekend. Following week. Stay safe, everybody. Especially if you're out in those storms. I'm not sure if those are still ongoing, but be careful, and hopefully we have a good week the rest of the week.
Yeah, most of the storms have passed us here, but I think they're starting to head, to the East Coast. So that's kind of one of those things you folks need to make sure you're doing out there too. Batten down the hatches. That wind was atrocious. We had some tornadoes and all kinds of stuff here in Missouri. It was insane. But Stryker, my man, I'll talk to you in a bit.
Yeah, Jason, catch you guys later. Enjoy your weekend, everybody.
That's the man. Yeah, finishes P3 and had a great run and a great race. Again, Grijalva finishes in 4th. He's your Fuego guy, and there's Mr. Roberts finishing inside the top 5. Had a great race. Just needed that one more spot. But Andrew Payne knocks it out of the park. Does himself some justice. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Check us out on Twitch a little bit later. We're going to be live streaming over there. It's Phasmophobia. Probably. I think that's what the ladies had said. We'll see what they choose. Outside of that, what else? Thank you to all my sponsors as well. They always hit them, but I always hit them again. VIP Tire and Service, Track Racer, Admin Boxx. They do have Dubby, so I think you can get on their website, and if you don't like Rogue and you're used to Dubby, go check them out. But I do have Rogue Energy. That is a competing source of stuff out there. However, we'd love to see folks be able to benefit from whatever sponsors or affiliates that they have. So definitely go to chopshopiracing.com. Check out what they have over there. MRRC is always a part of it. Again, big special thank you to the guys and gals over at VIP Tire and Service for being a part of the Chop Shop Racing Series. Thank you to my sponsors. One of my biggest ones, of course, is Dark Horizon Fishing. He's been with me for quite a while now, and I want you to, at least if you don't, go book him, go check out his live streams. But I want you to book him. He's got great deals for you to go out there and fish the Chesapeake Bay area with him. He'll take you out on his boat and show you what it's all about, teach you a thing or two on the fishing side of things. Rogue Energy, of course, is where I get all my energy. There's a promo code in the description to be able to get a discount there. Of course, Factor 75 from HelloFresh. I love them. They're amazing. It's ready-to-eat meals. It's what I have for dinner pretty much every day. It's amazing to see what they're able to put together for me, and it's amazing. HelloFresh has been a part of my proponent for a while, and I love what they do, and I'm very happy with that. Of course, I've secured my online presence with NordVPN. Please use the link in the description to be able to check that out as well. Everything that you do, all those links, they help support my stream, and all the links for the Chop Shop Racing partners, they take care of that as well. So our streams are always sponsored, and they're always taken care of, and everybody tries to take care of me, so that way I can continue to do this. But if you want to do that, I've got a Patreon, but I am setting up a Patreon, and our Patreon supporters are going to start getting a a big special thank you in every stream, and to those who are in our Discord, who signed up for the VIP package in there as well, which is, I think it's like $5. I think that's what I'm going to do with the Patreon stuff. It's like $5 or something like that. We're also going to put a sector in to be able to be a Patreon supporter for everything that we do, whether it's the app support that we're doing, video creation, or the game development that I'm working. I say we, but that I'm working on. Got my hands in a lot of fires, and folks, I've got to. I got to start somewhere, and I've got big plans, and the big plans involve each and every one of you and our community. So please join us in every live stream each and every week. Thank you very much to everybody for being out there. Again, Easter is next weekend, so they're going to Chop Shop Xfinity Series is going to be off next week. I believe the Truck Series is going to be on Tuesday. Tomorrow night, we do have Dirt Anarchy. They're going to be back again for another race. They've got a couple of races left in the season, so we'll have some dirt racing tomorrow night. Tomorrow during the day, might consider another stream, but definitely a live stream tonight with the folks in our Discord. Be good, be safe, be kind of one another. Make sure that you reach out if you have any issues with anything going on in your life. And again, be safe with the weather out there. Much love. See you in the next one.